Howdy, I hope everyone's doing well for this Grimsby Town weekly review video. And I'm looking forward to this one, shall we say, because a lot's kind of gone on with Grimsby. Obviously, I did do about the fixture release day that came out. I brought it out on Thursday when the fixtures were released. But this is about the other general news. And there was 2 signings this week for the Mariners, and a little bit of an alarming news about which the club did put out about a hoax letter. So hopefully no one gets caught out by that. I'll go into that for this week as well. But what we'll do, we'll start this video with the new signings, and of course the first signing of the week, probably the biggest signing for the Mariners this summer so far. This is a guy that the fans have wanted back for such a long time, and even the guys on the DN35 podcast always set up Bilingo Watch. Yeah, I always laugh when I think of Bilingo Watch, no, if you can tell, being a Grizzly fan, if you can tell exactly who I'm talking about the return of winger Charles Vernam, who joined us in the week on a 3-year deal after an undisclosed fee was agreed with Lincoln City. Now, obviously, Charles is a 26-year-old winger. It says on the website his second spell. Actually, it's his second permanent spell. It's actually Charles' third spell with the club, because he did have a spell with Grimsby before he signed permanently from Derby. So this is actually his second permanent spell at the club, but also his actual third spell as a player at the club. And at the age of 26, it's a good age for Chaz. And of course, everyone remembers his last spell, mainly for one goal. And he's made 71 appearances for the Mariners over his time, scoring 11 times, including the goal of the season in the 1920 season. And I'll go into that goal in just a moment. It's the one against Colchester. Paul Hurst did have something to say about signing Chaz Vernam. We're really pleased to get Charles in. He obviously knows the club, and the fans will know certainly a lot of them. What strengths he possesses, what I think he can bring to the squad and the team going forward. He's an attacking player, obviously everyone knows, a goal threat, and he takes players on. His signing means we've added more pace to the squad, and someone we have clearly made no secret of trying to sign before, probably since I returned to the club. It hasn't happened for whatever reason. We've certainly come close on a few occasions, but it didn't quite happen. But this summer we have finally managed to get it done. They are the thoughts of manager Paul Hurst on the re-signing of Charles Vernam. Now, my opinion on Chaz rejoining Grimsby, I'm not as excited as a lot of the fan base are. I was kind of like, if we got him, great. If we didn't get him, great. But I'm pleased to have Charles on board, Sir Charles. Or now can we call him King Charles? But having Sir Charles back on board. He's had a couple of difficult spells at Burton when he left us in summer of 2021. Obviously Burton, and then Bradford, and and then went to Lincoln. He's not really found his form since leaving the club, but it looks like he's come here with a point to prove, or has a point to prove. That one goal that everybody talks about was against Colchester in the 1920 season, where he picked the ball up from one of the best 2-yard passes from Elliot Whitehouse, which Elliot said himself is probably the best assist that's ever happened in football. And he made about a 60-yard run and a finish, which was absolutely sublime. And we actually won the game that night. I think that was Chaz's last goal of his hat-trick that night. And that, I think, has always stuck in Mariners fans' minds. What I do like about having Chaz back again, it adds extra width to the team, which I thought last season we really struggled with. I think that was one thing that we were out of balance on that side. Once we lost Brendan Kiernan, when he went back to Walsall, we only had Otis Khan available. So we were always kind of out of balance. I think this brings more balance to the wing. And with Aloisa also being the other side, can play in a 4 or an attacking 3 alongside Otis as well. There's more options on the winger / forward side. Whether Chaz can find his form that he did have in that season, it'll be interesting to see. But a 3-year deal for a fee. I mean, are you sure this is Grimsby Town? I'm still in shock of that. But it's great to have Chaz back. He's only 26, so he's still got a lot of time. He can still really work some magic for the club, and he's well seasoned. And it's good to have Chaz back. Like I said, an undisclosed fee from Lincoln City to bring back Charles Vernam to the Mariners on a 3-year deal. And also, right at the end of last week, we actually got a 6th signing through the door, which I think was minimum that we needed to do before pre-season, which starts this coming week. And we were able to achieve that 6th signing, and it was announced like this. The Mariners are delighted to announce the signing of defender Harvey Rodgers from Accrington Stanley on a 3-year deal after his contract came to an end. Again, I've heard a lot about Harvey Rodgers. I believe he plays predominantly as a left back, I believe. But he's versatile. He's a versatile defender, and a little bit of a fan favourite, maybe a cult hero at Accrington. A bit about him is after coming through the youth setup at Hull City, he had a loan spell with Accrington in January 2017 before moving to Fleetwood Town the following summer. Appearances were hard to come by at Highbury Stadium, leading to a permanent move back to Stanley in January of 2018. Across his 2 spells at the WAM Stadium, Rodgers made 127 league appearances, and last season saw him take to the field 53 times in all competitions. So, again, a seasoned player at 26, obviously joining us from relegated Accrington Stanley, on another 3-year deal, which I've got to say is forward planning. That's real commitment from the players and the club alike. I know we did that a lot under Holloway, but I do think that this has been far more thought out and things like that. And it'll be interesting to know if any Accrington fans watch this video. What can we really expect from Harvey? What is the, what's his strengths? What are his weaknesses? I know that I think Mike White did an interview with a BBC reporter that follow Accrington. He gave a little bit of insight. If you want to look out for for that. Do look for that. I believe it is on Radio Humberside's Twitter page, I believe. So if you want to go and have a look at just about a couple of minutes clip there, talking about what they think is his strengths and his weaknesses. But any Accrington fan that does watch this, do let me know down below his strengths and his weaknesses. But he does seem like a very versatile defender. There are rumours of Luke Waterfall's future. We don't know how true that is. Could he be a replacement for Luke? We'll have to find out in the coming weeks. But again, I'm loving this commitment from both players and club with the deals that we are giving out. Paul did have this to say. Harvey joins us as a centre-back and he has got good versatility. He can play anywhere across the back and he played both left and right back last season. That's good versatility. He has, though, been predominantly brought in as a centre-back. I think that's where people are thinking about Luke Waterfall's future. Could that basically be, a way, if a deal comes in right for Luke Waterfall, could he be brought in for that reason? He is a good age with some good experience behind him in League One with Accrington. Last season in particular, he played a lot of games and did well, so he adds to our defensive options and gives us strength in that area. That's also kind of saying the other. Maybe it's to add competition to the centre-back area with Luke Waterfall. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm looking forward to working with him. He's a local lad who was at Hull City previously, so logistically there's no issues whatsoever. I'm delighted to have him on board and I'm sure he will do well for us. And to be honest with you, I think that's really important. Obviously, starting his career at Hull City, he hasn't got to think, Grimsby, is that really a big risk? Obviously, coming from Hull, not far from Grimsby, so like Paul said, logistically, we've landed a good one there. I'll be looking forward to seeing what Harvey Rodgers does, and see what he brings to the side. And obviously playing numerous positions helps Paul with formations and things like that. And he likes to get his foot in, I can notice, and also loves to, probably someone like a Ludwig Omen, he likes to get his head in where it hurts, shall we say, if need be. So I've heard a little bit about him. Rodgers said himself that I'm really happy to be here. As soon as I spoke to the manager and Joe Hutchinson, and Joe is starting to get a lot of credit for some of these moves, I was very impressed at those ambitions moving forward this year, and it would have taken quite a lot for me not to sign after hearing that. I just can't wait to get started. And we can't wait to see you, Harvey, in the black and white of Grimsby Town. So that is the two bits of transfer business. I like both of these. They're both 26. That's the six signings this summer. Obviously, people are concerned about the goalkeeper situation. I think that is being resolved. Obviously, there was major talk of Harvey Cartwright coming in from Hull, and it was kind of murmured in an interview that Matt Dean did, where I think it was with the Hull CEO or something like that mentioned director of football that they're trying to tie that one up. Obviously, nothing confirmed yet, but I'm sure there will be a goalkeeper signing this week. So Great to have these two players on board. Great to see the commitment from all the players and plus the club as well, trusting in more of a long-term plan than a short-term. And it's so good to see this, you know. So that's 6 players through the door already. So Grimsby Town, on that same day, did make a statement from their own website about a hoax letter being circulated. And what's that about? Why in the world would anyone be trying to set a hoax letter to apparently businesses to see if, and claiming to be our manager? It makes no sense. I can't believe there's those idiots out there that would actually do that. I mean, who the hell do they think they are? And obviously Town made a brief statement on that on Friday to make everybody aware of that. Hopefully if anybody does receive one of those, just dismiss it, or as the club say, let them know, and they will get on the case with it. But what a bunch of morons are trying to do something like that. Unbelievable. But back now to the serious business of the transfer business. What do you think of it so far? I'm pleased with it. How many more players do you think the club and Paul and Chris need to bring in, with the help of Joe Hutchinson? How many more players would you like? How many more players do you think we should get in? But now we've got a good chunk in, can we now start to maybe just drip a few in? Bring a few in, just drip them in 1 or 2, maybe every week or so, just to strengthen the squad depth wise. And is there anybody as well that realistically, Mariners fans, you'd like to see at the club? Obviously, everyone wanted Chaz. They've now got a lot of what they wanted. Is there anyone else that the Mariners fans would really, really like to see? I know there's a lot of talk of Ryan Bennett. Where that will happen now, I'm not too sure. But I think we need probably about 4 more. I think we need some extra strength in the middle. I think we definitely need 1 more centre forward, but only 1 more centre forward. Probably a left back, because I think we are probably a little bit loose or slack on that area. And obviously the 2 goalkeepers, because if Harvey does come in, if Harvey Cartwright does come in, I think we will need a seasoned pro with him as well. So I'm thinking another 6 between now and the end of the window. So give me your number. Give me what you think or you believe that Town need to probably make their summer business complete. But in regards to the first couple of months of the summer, you can't really fault the business that the Mariners have been doing. Can't wait for the season to start. I'll be back. That's the end of the video. Do leave your comments down below. Like I said, who you would like, or who do you think Town are going to get, and just basically your overall thoughts on the transfer business so far. So leave your comments down below. Please do like. Please do subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with some more transfer news if it happens. But I'll be back tomorrow with a personal announcement as well. Something for about me, which I'm looking forward to telling you all about. But in the meantime, stay safe, guys. Please do like, please do subscribe, please do comment, please do share. Let's get me blowing up a little bit, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with another video. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.